Yo, what up, YouTube? It's your boy Pure Luck, and I'm gonna be showing you how to make this.
Yeah. The dash, the digit, the schedule, busy.
Alright, so the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna get all the stuff that you need, your clip and your audio or whatever you need. And what I'm just gonna do is I'm just gonna go and drag in my clip, and I'm gonna drag in my music. So, first thing I'm gonna do, I'm going to quickly just do my thing for stretch res, because I gotta drag it out. Anyways, so immediately getting to the point, we're just gonna quickly make a velocity. Velocities are very easy. This is not going to be a very in-depth tutorial on this part. It's going to be very quick. So, you know, first we're going to grab this. We're going to M keyframe. We have the 200 pump right there. We're already set there. We're going to drag that away for a second. We're going to find our beat. We're going to zoom it in. Bam. Press M on our keyboard to mark, by the way, if you didn't already know. And then bam, we're going to drag that. Drag it a little bit more. Dude. Bam, now it's now there you go. So, now it's already synced up right here.
Yeah. The dash.
There's absolutely no effect. So, what we're going to do is we're going to do a velocity, and this is going to be a very quick way to do a velocity. So, alright, so first thing you're going to do, you're going to unlink your clips. You're going to select out here, select back. We're going to be only selected on the video. Now, we're going to go to retime controls. We are going to press add speed point right here. And then we're going to go back to where we first pull out our pump. So, bam, we already pulled out our pump. There we go. Add speed point. And then we're going to bring this up a little bit more. And then we're going to get to the point where, like, the pump is kind of like right here, I would say. Add another speed point there. Change this speed to 25. Change this speed to 200. As you can see, we have 25 on the first one, 200 on the second one, and 25 on the third one. Alright, and then the velocity should look something like this. And it looks really bad right now. So what we're going to do to fix that is if you come over here to the inspector, if you don't have it selected, you just press inspector, and then you're going to scroll down. You're going to scroll down to retime and scaling, go down to retime process, put it to optical flow, motion estimation, put that to standard better. Scaling, leave that alone, don't touch that. Resize filter, put that to smoother. And now it should look something like this. It might not be fully rendered, but this should be it.
The dash, the digit, the schedule, busy.
Absolutely perfect. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna trim it a little bit. There we go.
The dash, the digit.
And now it's not keyframe properly. So we're gonna go over here to where we first hit our shots, drag the marker back, and then we're just going to simply drag it. Oh, hold up. Give me just 1 second. We're going to grab it like this. Bam. Perfect. It lined up. Bam. So now it should be lined up right here.
Yeah. The dash, the digit.
Absolutely perfecto. Now, we're going to get to the part. So we're going to split it right here. We're going to do Control B to split on our shot. So you split it on this spot. And then you're going to split where we first pull out our pump. So we're going to do Control B again. So it should still be saved. And just while you're here, turn off the retime controls on everything once you're done doing it. And now, perfect. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna select your video, and we're gonna hold Alt for the part that we split. We like cut off a section. We're gonna hold Alt and drag right up. Now that's all you have to do. And then what we're going to do is you're going to be selecting this right here. And all we're going to do is, now that we're selected here, we're going to go over to color. And then once we're here, it looks very, very complicated, but we're only using very few things. So this is what you're going to do So now that you're in the color tab, you're going to press this little, like circle with more circles on it, and you're gonna click it. You're gonna press once that's there, you should see this little window right here, this circle. Click it right there, and then basically what you're gonna do is you're going to go right hover over your character and make it an oval. So kind of just go like that, scale it down a little bit, and it should be something like this. And once you kind of got the oval shape, and then you got it like over your character, kind of like this, you're going to grab this last line right here, or this like circle with the red outline. Just drag it all the way out, and it won't let you anymore after a certain point. So just drag it as much out as you can. And then once we're done with that, you're going to come over to this right side. We're going to go and press add alpha output. And then once we do that, this should appear right here. We're just going to drag this part right here and drag it right to here. And that part is done. Now, we're still selected here. We're going to go to Fusion, press Control Space, and then search up Edge Detect. Right here, Control Space, and then search up Edge Detect, add it. And then what we're going to do is, you can move this over here. And an easy way to do it is just to... It's going to be connected like this. Just hover over this blue spot and then just drag it connected to this spot, and then drag it connected to this spot. Or if you want to get a little bit fancy with it, you can just hold it and then just hold shift, and you should see these, the red and blue show up, and then it should be connected automatically. So right now it looks very, very, very stupid. It looks retarded even. We're going to go over to this mode, and we're going to make it grayscale edges. Just select that. This is gonna be the color of your like skin glow. Make this whatever you want. I'm just gonna use this purple right here, and we're going to go and set the smoothness. We're gonna put this at 2. No, we're not. I did not mean to put. Crap. Give me just a second. We're gonna put the smoothness. I'm at 0.2, dude. 0.2. There you go, 0.2. And then our brightness, we're going to set this to 2.2. 2.2 on the brightness. And then this, we're going to set this to 0.2. And then we're all set with this. We can leave this alone. Don't touch it anymore. Now we're going to search up Gaussian blur. Control space once again. And then here, as you can see. And now it's going to be a little bit too much. We're going to go 0.2. And then we're done with that, and then we're going to... My bad. And then once we're done with that, set that aside, and we're going to do Control Space again. Search up light rays. Light rays right here. We're going to import that again. And then light rays, we're literally just going to... the only thing we're going to need to touch in here is the threshold. Literally just set that to 0.5, I think? Yeah, perfect. Just like that. So... okay, so it's going to be 0.05, and it should be like this. And now, as you can see, so we have the skin glow technically, but first, we're going to zoom in here a little bit. It looks kind of stupid because it appears out of nowhere. We're going to grab this little white line right here, and this on the bottom right, you'll see. We're just going to go over 15 frames. So now it's going to fade in. Perfect. Now, we're not done. We're not done just yet. I mean, technically, yes, you can leave it at this if you really wanted to. But I'm going to show you something that'll make it look, I think, better. So we're going to select this bottom clip right here, and we're going to go to Fusion. And then we're going to search up contrast. Oops, that's not contrast. Contrast or brightness / contrast. So just search up con, and then this should show up. Control space, add it again. Put it into here. And all we're going to touch. So first... we're going to keyframe gain right here. If you don't know how to keyframe, you just press these little gray things, and they should turn red once they're keyframed. So keyframe gain. We're going to keyframe gamma. We're going to keyframe contrast. We're going to keyframe brightness, and we're going to keyframe saturation. So now, once you got all those keyframed, and we're at the beginning, as you can see, we're going to go over 6 frames. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now we're going to be playing with the gain a little bit. So the gain, we're going to turn this up to 1.2. The lift, we obviously don't want to touch because we didn't keyframe it. The gamma, we're literally just going to turn that to 0.9. And then our contrast, we're going to turn that up to 0.2. Not 0.2. What is going on? Yeah, so we're going to set it to 0.2. And then our brightness, we're going to set that to 0. Okay, so 0.1. And then we're going to saturation, and we're going to set this down to, what is it again? Okay, 0.4. So 0.4 is what we're gonna set the saturation onto. So you could technically keep it like this, but if you have Sapphire plugins, if you don't have Sapphire plugins, don't do this part. But if you do have Sapphire plugins, if you don't know how to get Sapphire plugins, go look it up. But if you have Sapphire plugins already installed, we're just gonna do Control Space, and we're gonna search up S underscore edge glow. Well, it should just search up edge, and then we're gonna have edge blur. My bad, not edge glow, edge blur. And we're just gonna drag and drop it to here, and we're just going to turn up the strength to 0.6. And then after that, we're pretty much done. We're gonna drag this back over it, and it's definitely not rendered. So what we're gonna do is, just to get this out of our way, we are technically done here. What I'm gonna do is okay. I got a burp. Sorry. What I'm going to do here is I'm just gonna drag down like this to where both of these are selected, and then we're going to right click it and just make it a compound clip. We're just gonna name it Skin Glow, because that's the skin glow part. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna render it in place real quick, because just to make it, render it obviously. And then I'll show you how it should have turned out, how it is right now. Here we go.
Yeah. The dash of digit is
Perfect. That's how it should turn out.
the dash. The dash.
Perfect. So now we're gonna get onto the impact part. Now, I will be uploading. All right. So now we're on to the impact part. Right here, I have all my impacts, basically my whole editing pack that I use. Right. I have my editing folder. I have a whole bunch of like presets, buildups, color correction, indents, like intros, outros, and then I have a whole bunch of sound effects, transitions, and stuff like that. If you want a separate video on how I use all of this stuff, I guess maybe 10 likes on this video. But for now, I'm just going to be using the impacts, right? I will be uploading this, in like my folder right here. I'm going to be uploading this whole folder to Google Drive. It should be in the description. If it like shows up an error, please tell me. I can probably fix it. But anyways, let's get to the part. So now that we're right here once we hit him and we get the kill, we're going to drag, we're going to be down here on the bottom, effects, adjustment clip. So we're going to put an adjustment clip right here. And we're just going to cut it off a little bit right at the end. Control B, Control X. Perfect. So now we're right here at the adjustment clip. Just a quick tip: if you ever do something that you didn't mean to do, just press Control Z. And if you accidentally press Control Z and you went too far, press Control Shift Z and it'll go back. So Control Shift Z, it'll bring that back. Control Z, Control Z. You already know. Anyways. We're selected on the adjustment clip. We go over to Fusion. We're going to go and bring this out. And then we're going to do Control Space. Well, actually, no. What am I talking about? I'm grabbing one of my impacts. So I'm going to go in my Impacts 2 folder, and then it should be Impact 5 right here. Impact 5 setting should show up just fine. We're just going to do this way. So we're just going to connect them. Perfect. So it's not going to be rendered at all. So we're going to have to render it. So what we're going to do is we're going to select both of these. We're going to new compound clip, impact part. And then we're going to click it. We're going to render it in place, render, select folder, and bam. Let's wait for this to render. This part takes a little bit, depending on how fast your PC is, obviously. My PC it's mid-tier. Anyways, it's done rendering, and this is what it should look like once we are done.
The dash of digit, the schedule busy, my head in a.
And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you make this impact.
The dash of digit, the schedule busy, my.
There you go. That is it. If you want to know how to export it, you could put this into your montages, but if you don't already know how to export, go to the Deliver tab. Name it whatever you want. I'm not actually gonna export this because obviously I don't, I've already made this before. But yeah, name it whatever you want. You can change wherever you want the video to go. Keep this on, just put it on render video, export video. Put the format at QuickTime. What? Put it on QuickTime. Codec. Keep it on H264. Network optimization. Don't do that. Don't do that. Resolution. Put that on 1920 by 1080. Frame rate put at 60 FPS, and then right down here, this is pretty important. So you could do automatic, but I'd recommend you go to restrict to, double click it, press backspace, and just spam a bunch of freaking 9s or whatever, and then press enter, and it should auto set to this amount of this number right here. And then that's basically all you have to do. Keep all the settings that I have right here the same. Press add to render queue, and then obviously you'd press save, and it should show up over here. Just press render all. And that's about it. That's how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. And that's about it.
Yo, I ain't here for the money, I ain't here for the fame. Though it might be nice to own a jet plane, I'ma do it all for you. Come